Out to the Press. I'm here with Garrett Wells, who returns to action this Saturday at Shamrock 338. Garrett, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be talking with you. Dude, you're fighting in 2 days. How you feeling?
I feel good, surprisingly. Usually I'm like about to die at this point, but the weight cut has been really good. So I'm feeling up for it. I only got a few more pounds to go. So
Awesome. Awesome. It's the first weight cut in a couple of years.
yeah, for about 3 years.
Yeah,
Usually I I hate weight cutting, but damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, I fought 170 and the guy stepped in about 30 pounds heavier than me. And I was like, yeah. And I'm right there in that gray area. So I got to fight either 155 or I got to fight at 170. So 155 it is, I guess.
boom. Talk to me about the layoff. Why haven't you fought in 3 years?
So coming into that last fight in 2019, I probably about a couple weeks out from that fight, I tore my lateral meniscus and was having some major issues with that. And so I had a surgery to fix it. The surgery didn't go as planned. They drugged me on for about 4 months, and I was telling them that it didn't fix it. And then I got a second opinion, and turns out they didn't even touch the tear, and I got it repaired. Waited about 8 months to start training again, and then retore it. So I had to get it re-repaired. So I mean, I've been the type of guy that's always training every night, go, go, go. And then honestly, it was kind of nice to kind of take a step back and really look at what I'm doing here and kind of take a mental break or physical break. I didn't really take a mental break. I'm always still trying to learn, watch videos. And so
Awesome.
and now here we are coming back at it.
Yeah, dude. Are you are you nervous about like ring rust at all, or are you kind of just
So I've been a competitor all my life. So that's just something I like to do is I just like to compete.
awesome, dude? Awesome. Before we talk about your fight, for anybody that does not know your story, how did you get into mixed martial arts?
Well, actually, so I did sports all my life. My school didn't offer wrestling, so I played basketball, baseball, football, and then I had a buddy that actually talked me into going and checking out an MMA gym, which I always wanted to learn how to defend myself, and so never planned on fighting. But I mean, once you get in there and you kind of learn it, and then you fall in love with it, and then you're like, what's next? And then you get offered a fight, and then you're like, oh yeah, I kind of like this. And so I just continued to fight there. I had a pretty long amateur career. I had about 17 fights amateur before I went pro. So I was pretty experienced.
Why did you have so many amateur fights before turning pro?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. Uh, I mean, the way I look at it, I just like to compete. So they offered me a pro fight and I started taking them. Money's not really the issue for me. It's just I like to fight. I don't really fight to make money. So got a full-time job.
Gotcha. Fuck
I
it.
Yeah, work 40 hours a week and then get off work and go train.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's talk about your fight, man. Chris Petty. Um, what do you think of the matchup?
It's typical matchup. You got your wrestler striker versus jujitsu guy. So I mean, just everyone has me pegged as a jujitsu guy. I mean, I've never thrown a punch in my life, but I typically all my fights always are stand up until I get taken down, and then I start the jujitsu.
Yeah, for sure. What's it mean to you to headline Shamrock 338?
Uh, Pretty good. I mean, I like it. I've been co-main event before, and they always treat me pretty well. And I like fighting down there. I like fighting for them in Kansas City. About a 2.5 hour drive for me, but
Awesome.
it's all right. There's
Awesome.
not
Awesome.
really there's not really other opportunities around that's closer. So
Yeah, for sure. At the end of the day, at the end of Saturday night, how do you get your hand raised?
um, I I see myself taking them down. I don't really like to take damage, so I'll try to take him down, take as less damage as possible, and I'll probably end up submitting him. I would
Awesome.
imagine.
Can't wait to see it. What do you want the rest of your year to look like? Do you want to get back and stay active again? Because I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure I'm sure not
Yeah.
playing for
So I
three
had a
years.
long layoff, and I don't really like to have layoffs. So I like to, as soon as I get done with this fight, I keep training and then look and see what's next and get back in there as quick as possible. I feel like my diet's on point. I'm probably the best version I've been of myself ever at this point right now. My mind's clear. Everything's going the way I want it to go.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear. Garrett, thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it.
If you want to plug your social media, plug your sponsors, thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to thank Caballo BJJ, my main jujitsu school, Zach Lennon. He's always been really good to me. And then T3 Fitness here in Jefferson City. I've been training a lot there. And I got my buddy Shell Irwin Davis, who's been main in my striking. So like them, follow me on Instagram, Garrett_Wells. That's where I do most of my posting. So